So I'm here in a Peruvian restaurant, drinking some beer, and she's eating a preparation of chicken. A preparation done in a Peruvian way, manner. It's pretty good, okay. But I want to talk about this human rights violation that I've been undergoing. I'm utterly isolated. I can smile at people, but I get harassed. Today in the library, I was harassed everywhere. They put people in my presence who are cued to cough or make throat noises incessantly. The whole time that I am in their presence. There may be a respite, but it's very unusual. And usually if this is done and it's going to affect the environment, other people are going to know about it. And they're going to have a gag rule where they are sealed and they will be cued, probably like communication device, cell phone, from the single source of this to act in a manner that defends the person harassing me. So it is rare that I ever say something to these people. I'll take photographs of them, but very seldom, only if it's a woman, because today in the library, it was a guy. I left the computer room at the Brooklyn Heights Library because this was going on, and everybody knew it was going on. I went into another room on the first floor, and they were trying to get me out of that room. That's why it was so intense. Then I went into the other room, and 3 or 4 people started to do the same exact thing, continuously. If you walked into the room, you would have noticed. People noticed. There was a gentleman next to me. I don't think he was involved in this. He looked around and he saw that this was a weird situation, and I saw the look on his face when he was getting up and leaving, because the gentleman on the table in front of me was doing it in a very, very, very overt fashion, as if he's baiting me to speak, luring me into speaking. That never stopped. I had to leave the room. And when I was getting ready to leave the library totally, they ordered him, cell phone, hey, get out there, or get out there and walk around, make yourself seen. He had long hair. But he was conservative, slightly conservative looking, and short. So, and not muscle bound or anything. The kind of person that I would more likely approach and comment on, or not feel threatened that he's going to take my camera and take a picture of it. And I went out to put some items in my book bag, and so I take some minutes in the foyer area of the library, and this gentleman was out there pacing like in a random style to get my attention. It was just obvious. It was clockwork. I went out there and that's the guy that I did mention something when he was doing this in that second room I was in, and he looked at me, and I said something to the staff in a very concise and calm manner that I'm trying to leave the country. They do this everywhere. This gentleman's harassing me. I don't expect you to respond to this. The staff said nothing. The staff felt they looked uncomfortable. And even prior to me saying anything, the staff was looking at me, waiting for me to react, because they were given up. These people entered the library, and They're in there. In Binghamton, New York was insane. Well, they hit just about every other library, but what they're trying to do now is today, especially because they're trying to establish a pretext in a confrontation with somebody where they can say, oh, I wasn't doing anything, and you snapped my picture, and you're gonna, I don't like that, and this would give them a chance to get their thugs to like either smash my pants, take their fist, and it wouldn't really hurt me, but they could break the phone or throw water on it. I mean, this has been a pretext. This has been this has been something that they have been trying to establish now and then since I've gotten the phone. A pretext for some guy to say, hey, you know, you snapped a picture of me, and I don't. It's horrible. I'm going to take a break right now, but I've lost everything, and if I could sit in front of a judge or a prosecutor and have questions put to me about all these situations, locations, even the mundane, even what for me is mundane because I'm used to it and it happens every day. The corruption of Starbucks, that doesn't happen much anymore. But these places where I spend money, the hotel that I was in Chinatown, in about January 2012, late January, I had lost all honest associations with everybody that worked there. I spoke Chinese to them, and they liked me, and we had jokes in the hall, passing, common day-to-day talk when you see somebody every day. And they liked me, and I liked them, and then all of a sudden that changed. And these people came in there and did what they did, and I'm not prepared to. It was just horrible. I don't need to go into it right now. You can do an internet search, Pacific Hotel, and my name, and DOD, CIA, black budget money. It's horrible. I look fine now, but it's really bad. But the chicken here is really good. And I'm waiting on this one because it has a very potent hot sauce on it. And the Incas were eating hot sauce thousands of years before. Well, I'll say hundreds of years before the Thais and the Sichuan and the Hunan knew what hot peppers were. They didn't exist in Asia. Portuguese traders brought them from South America into Asia. But anyway, ciao.